that they're going to bring their operations home. Didn't I tell you that? Well, look at California right now. Look at Los Angeles. What else do you think that is besides violent colonization turning inward? You think this is about immigration law? You think ICE is enforcing laws? No. They are marauders and you are the loot. ICE is not a law enforcement agency. It is a mercenary force under contract to private corporations, hunting human beings for profit. That's all it is. That's exactly what it is. They work for the private prison industry. Your so-called immigration department is just a subsidiary. It's an interface for the private prison industry. That's what it is. That's what you turned it into. These aren't arrests that they're making. These are profit-making activities that they're engaged in. Every detention is a paycheck. Every deportation is a dividend. Do you understand? They're not police. They're pirates. They're pillagers. This isn't policy. This is commerce. You're witnessing the logistics arm of what can only really be called an ethnic cleansing operation outsourced to the highest bidder. Yes, I said ethnic cleansing because do you really believe that this isn't racial? Do you really think that this has anything whatsoever to do with someone's immigration paperwork? We know who they're targeting and we know why. And if you have any sense, you'll also understand that this practice is going to do nothing but expand, just like any business expands. That's what businesses do. It means they're going after immigrants now. This is the pilot project. They normalize it by targeting immigrants, but this is a profit-making endeavor. And you'd have to be crazy to think that they're not going to multiply their revenue streams by targeting other demographics. Non-citizens and citizens, so-called minorities, members of the global majority, the poor, the homeless, the protesters. This doesn't go anywhere but expansion. They've turned immigration enforcement into a business model. They've turned it into a supply chain. You've got militarized raids rounding up immigrants like livestock, funneling them into for-profit prisons, slapping electronic shackles on their ankles, and shipping them out on corporate charter flights like Amazon parcels. I mean, they literally said that. They literally said that they want to run deportations like Amazon Prime. That wasn't satire. That was the ICE director's actual analogy. And you know what? He wasn't inaccurate. He was being accurate. Does Amazon care what's in the box? No, neither does ICE. They don't care what's in the box. You're not a person, you're inventory. Now you may think, well, I'm not undocumented, so this isn't my problem. Wrong. Because this isn't just about who's being deported. It's about why this is being done the way it's being done in the first place. It's about who's in line next time when the migrants are not enough to satisfy the profit potential of their model. You understand me? The infrastructure right now is being built today. The data surveillance, the AI-powered raids, you know, the indefinite detention laws, the elimination of due process, the criminalization of entire populations. This isn't going to stop with immigrants. You'd be crazy to think it is. Like I said, this is just a pilot project. It's going to be used on you. It's going to be used on your protesters. It's going to be used on your political dissidents. It's going to be used on whoever refuses to comply. It's a system of repression, not immigration. They're using wartime laws from 1798 to deport people without hearings. Wartime laws? What war? I don't see any war except for the one that the government itself is waging on their own population. And they're waging that on behalf of nothing but the private sector, on behalf of the empire of capital, yes. Understand what I'm saying. Your country has been conquered. I don't know what you think I mean when I say that your country has been captured, when your state has been captured. It's been conquered. It's been conquered by corporate power. Well, what does that make ICE? It's a colonial mercenary force, nothing, no more, no less. They don't protect communities. They invade communities and steal people. Where have we seen that before? I said they're marauders. This isn't law enforcement. I mean, let me say this with absolute clarity. The United States is in breach of international law. The UN has said it, human rights experts have said it, legal scholars have said it, deporting asylum seekers without hearings, illegal. Sending people to third countries that don't recognize them, illegal. Holding civil detainees in solitary confinement for weeks at a time, illegal. Medically abusing female detainees with unnecessary surgeries, that's illegal, that's criminal, that's barbaric. ICE detention facilities are the new Guantanamos for the domestic empire. These are the Amazon warehouses of captured human beings. Corporate contractors like Geo Group, like Core Civic, they're making billions of dollars from these cages, from this trauma, from this misery, from this terror. This is modern slavery packaged as homeland security. Down home. Whatever you tolerate, you will eventually suffer. Colonization has come home. You built a system that feeds on people and forgot that you are people. America is coming apart at the seams. I mean, from a state stability perspective, these ICE for-profit raids signal nothing but erosion of that country. Think about it. You're using 18th century wartime statutes to justify modern deportations. This is a system that's reaching backwards into antiquated powers because it has no credible forward-looking authority left. The expansion of for-profit detention centers and privatized deportation logistics, this shows you the hollowing out of the state, and that's a key marker of late-stage neoliberal decline. The state is no longer the enforcer of the law. Understand, it's the broker of violence outsourced to private capital. That parallels the historic decline of other empires that began to mercenize their security apparatuses just like Rome did before the collapse. The state becomes just a brand, not a body politic. Deploying military forces domestically against low-risk civilian populations, let's be honest, migrants, families, children, and so forth, that signals the securitization of social management. That's nothing but a hallmark of unstable regimes.